So I'm going to show you the edit UV functions in the CAM Mapper. Um, it's the second tab over, edit UV. You have move, align, scale, and normalize. So move is pretty simple. I've added some quick presets. So if you want to move this to the right, 0.5, 0.25, right? You can move it up, down, you can move up, down, whatever, things like that. That's pretty simple. So now we have, I'll close that out. We have the line and snap. Um, let's say you want this to align, this UV shell to align to the top, or snap it to the top. So you can snap it to the top, snap it bottom, top right, bottom right, like that. So that's the snapping. Alignment is when you want to align a couple UV shells together. So let's say you have this and you want these two shells to be aligned. You don't have to select all the UVs, you just have to select at least one UV per shell and align them to the bottom. So you're aligning the shell to the shell. Then if you align it left, now you have overlapping UVs again. So that is the alignment. You can, align these to the right. So let's do 4 of these and go into UVs here. So now you have 4. So let's say all your UV shells are pretty much screwed up. So you want to align these guys all to the left. So now they're all aligned to the left, and then you can start adjusting these to fit here. You can also snap shell to shell. So you just select 2 UVs of 2 shells. So let's say you want to snap this UV to this UV. So you can hit the snap UV shell small to large. So since these are the exact same, I'm not exactly sure which one's actually larger, but we'll scale this guy down a little and say we want to move the small to the large. So you can see that the smaller shell moves to the larger shell, or you can say move the larger to the small. So it helps in laying out your UVs. Also, this you've probably seen before if you've watched other videos, is you can align this guy to be horizontal. Let's say this guy was rotated and you want it to be horizontal. You can either select one edge, or you can either select one edge or 2 UVs. So we will align this. Now you can also do a match UV. So let's say you have this shell, these 2 shells, right? And you can see that they're not exactly the same, right? So selecting these, you can hit match UV and it will match the UV. It's basically snapping UVs together without welding them. You can also, let's move this here, scale this guy here. So you can also determine which one will snap to which one. So you can say store this UV shell, and then go to this shell and say match UV. So you can see that it's trying to match the UVs. You can change the tolerance to be 0.001 and maybe higher tolerance. There. So now you can see that it's matched that UV shell to the other UV shell. So we'll scale this down again and do that again. And you can see that its tolerance is probably still far away. So you can increase the tolerance and it will match the UV shells. It will match the UVs. So that's the snap, align. So the scale and normalize. So with the Maya normalize, it will always fit it in 0 to 1. This way, if you had something that you want it to always be normalized to the 1, it will always keep its proportion and it will tile it accordingly. So you can normalize it in the V to be 1, or you can actually normalize the V to be 2 or 0.5. I've added some quick normalized settings, so if you know that this UV shell will only be 0.5 in the V or 0.5 in the U, so that's the normalize. Scale is pretty simple. You want to scale this up by 2, scale both U and V, or just scale V. And keep scaling, scale U. You can type in any random number and it will scale it.